talk about a few things, shall we? Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit stuffy. I think I'm down with a cold, so sorry about that. But today I just wanted to sit down and talk to you. There's a few thoughts I've had lately about some things in the bookish world. And I don't really feel like my opinions and thoughts are enough for like individual videos. So I thought that I might just put all of my opinions in one video and call it a rant video. Shall we do that? Basically, I have three main things that I've been thinking about lately. Boring books, people being offended by 4-star ratings, and reading is performative. I have no structure to this, I have no script to this. Shall we just begin? First off, let's start simple. Let's tread into this slightly. And honestly, I'm not gonna have that many hot takes. So don't expect anything like that. I feel like my thoughts are fairly reasonable. These are just things that I feel like I need to vent about a tad bit. So first of all, boring books. I've been reading a bunch of boring books lately, and that sucks. Seriously, books I expected I would enjoy, and then I've just rated them like 3 stars. Books that have been so mid, and I'm just so freaking tired of that. I'm tired of boring books. Give me entertainment, give me humor, give me something fun and exciting and thrilling and like, I don't know. I'm gonna mention a few books. It's fine if you don't find them boring. I respect that. I get that not these books might have been for me. I'm just saddened by the fact that some of these books were like 5-star predictions and I found them to be so mid. That has sort of made me doubt like, oh, don't I know my own taste anymore? And it's also reading multiple mid books in a row makes you sort of slump. I have consistently read throughout this summer and all of that, but still, you're not as excited to pick up your current read because you're not feeling it, and that makes you read slower and not read as much and all of that. I feel like I have a good book going for me now, so hopefully we're out of this 3-star hole I've been in, or whatever I should call it. Some of the books I read lately, and once again, please don't be offended, but Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, I gave that one 3 stars, like 2.5, 3 stars. Thursday Murder Club, 3 stars. I usually don't mind 3-star reads. I think it's important to read across all genres, across all types of different books. You cannot love every single book. I think it's good to read like 2-star books, 3-star books, 4-star books, like a variety. Mix it up with what you enjoy and what you don't. It's just been too many in a row that sort of was close to putting me in a slump. The Housemaid, does that count? Maybe in Another Life. It wasn't that many, it was those. Sorry. I thought it was more. It felt like an eternity. Okay, but let's talk about these 4 books then. The Housemaid, I just wanted to see what the deal was, so I got it from the library. I read it within a week or something. It was alright. I gave it 2.5 stars. I feel like it started out strong, and then I didn't enjoy the second half at all. And I wouldn't say that this is a mid or meh sort of book. So perhaps it doesn't fit with those other ones. And it definitely wasn't a 5-star prediction either. I just read it because I wanted to finally understand all the buzz about it. But my read after that was Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. And unfortunately this one disappointed me a bit. And I don't know why. I do know that I'm not the biggest fan of like dark academia and gothic stories. This one being light academia and more cozy, I thought it would work for me. I read it for a book club I had with my friends. I know one of my friends loved this one and gave it 5 stars. So just another case of it not being for me. But it was just so tedious to read. I really didn't care. I probably skimmed the last 100 pages or so. I didn't care about the characters. I didn't care about the fairies. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't know. And I feel like I'm the only person who feels this way about this book. I feel like everyone loves it. I've only seen amazing things. And it was a 5-star prediction, so that sort of sucks. And then following that, I read The Thursday Murder Club, which I also expected to be 5 stars. And I was just bored as well. What happened with these 2 books? I have no freaking clue. Thursday Murder Club, I expected like a cozy whodunit mystery while I was on holiday. I thought it was a bit like... I expected it to be snappier, to be more like, I don't know, video, fast-paced, more tight, more streamlined. It wasn't. I watched the movie the other night though. Loved that one. The movie was everything I wanted from the book. It was snappy, it was streamlined, it was like to the point, it answered a lot of questions I had from the book because for me the book didn't make sense. I do still intend to read the sequel at least. I've heard that some people prefer that, so I will continue giving the series a try. I won't continue with the Emily Wilde series because I don't think it's gonna be for me. And then my latest read I just finished is Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I listened to this one as an audiobook and it started out stronger than it ended. It was just too long for its content. I had like 3 or 4 2.5 3-star reads in a row, and that's quite boring. But hopefully I will only read amazing books from now on. I just started Catabasis, and I know I said that dark academia or academic reads aren't really my thing, but I just have a vibe regarding this, and also like R.F. Kuang is one of my favorite authors, so just that fact might improve things for me. I also just started Trace of the Emerald Sea. It's different. I'm not obsessed with it, but I think I will enjoy it. I think I'm on my way out of this 3-star slump now. So let's move on from 3-star reads and go to a 4-star read. This is a rant. Okay, this one upsets me. Actually, like what? Explain yourself. I posted a TikTok with these 2 images. A summary of the books I read in August. I read 4 books in August. And one of those books was Sunrise on the Reaping. And I shared my ratings, as you can see in that TikTok as well. And as you can see, I gave Sunrise on the Reaping 4 stars. As with all of my ratings, I review them on Goodreads and I write at least a sentence or something about the book and my thoughts of it. With Sunrise on the Reaping, I enjoyed it a lot. I had a good time with it. It wasn't a 5-star. And that's because I feel like the plot and the ending especially was predictable. Because like this plays out in the past. We have read books after the events of Sunrise on Reaping. We know how Hamish ends up, right? We know, it's no surprise. And another thing that I think I mentioned in another video is that I really didn't feel like this was Hamish's story. I feel like this story of his, even though it was entertaining and fun and a good read, it felt like an afterthought. Like the Hamish I read in the Hunger Games trilogy, the main trilogy, for me, Sunrise on Reaping isn't his backstory. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes I do buy is Snow's backstory. But I don't see how Sunrise on Reaping is Hamish's story. And because it didn't make me believe that, that's one of the reasons I didn't give it a 5-star. That, and because I really wasn't that emotionally affected by the ending, and people seem to have like bawled their eyes out to that, which is fair. But I gave this book a 4-star rating. That's still a good rating. Okay, what's the average rating of this book? It's gonna be high, just because I'm saying that. The average rating for Sunrise on Reaping is 4.52. That's insane. That's crazy. Okay, that's insane. I got a bunch of comments on this TikTok. I never get comments on TikTok. No one watches my TikToks. A bunch, I don't know if it's a bunch, but like 6 or 7 or 8 comments, something like that. Someone said that Sunrise on the Reaping rating is criminal. And my reply to that is just, it's still good. A 4-star is still good. Someone else said, I would have given Sunrise on the Reaping 7 stars if I could have. And I'm just like, glad you enjoyed it so much. That's good. That's great. Only giving Sunrise on the Reaping 4 stars. SMH. What's that? Shaking my head in disapproval. 4 stars is still good. And someone just replied to that for real. It wasn't that many comments, but it was like 3 or 4 comments about my rating of Sunrise on the Reaping being criminal. And I gave it a freaking 4-star. It's one of my highest ratings of that month. It is the highest rating of the month, I think. Yeah, because the rest of the month were books I didn't enjoy as much. So like, how can you be mad at that? It's not making any sense to me. Maybe if I would have given the book like 2 stars, I would expect people to come for me, even though I probably would have had my reasons. But people coming for me, once again, 3 people in my comments, people coming for me because I gave the book 4 stars when the average rating is 4.5. Am I in the wrong here? I don't think I'm in the wrong here. This shocked me. I did not expect this when I posted this TikTok. And once again, it's not like many people have watched it, but just like, is 4-star ratings bad now? If you don't give a book 5 stars, you hate the book? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense for me. I've given plenty of books I love and think about and want to reread 4 stars. That one I do not get. I truly do not understand it. For me, I'm just thinking that it's like hardcore fans that were so emotionally invested in this book, which I understand. I was also extremely excited about this. Hardcore fans loving the book and wanting to hear nothing bad of it. And I didn't even say anything bad. They haven't seen my review of it. They don't know my thoughts. They don't know that I don't think that this is Hamish's true story, or that I found the ending predictable, or that I didn't cry at the end. They don't know that. All they know is I gave the book 4 stars. I just had to rant about that, because that is something that seriously just like... I was so confused when I started to see those comments. I was like, what? Are we for real now? Are we putting people down for giving books 4-star reviews? That's insane. My final topic, reading is performative. I've been seeing a bunch of videos lately on YouTube mainly, where people discuss whether reading is performative or not. We have like the trend of the performative male going around, reading female literature and things like that. Which is just like a fun trend, I think, or fun joke. So I've been seeing videos in my feed about how reading is performative and or just for aesthetics. And it's starting to annoy me a bit. And not the fact that reading is for aesthetics, because it can be. I wouldn't have my bookshelves like this if it weren't for the aesthetics. So I don't care about that. But the constant complaints about how performative it is, and how you wouldn't do that if you weren't on social media. On this topic as well, I just want to say that there are so many other people that have much more elaborate and well-structured thoughts surrounding this. For example, the book Leo, love her videos. She always has the right things to say, and I share her opinion with most things that she's saying. My point here regarding this, reading is performative. You wouldn't do that if you weren't on social media. Every single fucking hobby, sorry for swearing, can be performative. My dad is a musician. He plays the guitar. He has played the guitar for his entire life. He collects guitars. He shows them off in his house to his friends. He shows them off. People collect board games and have like entire walls of board games. People collect books, have huge amounts of books. Probably a number of books they will never get through in their entire lifespan. I used to collect travel tickets and movie stubs and things like that when I was younger. Show them off. In my family home, I have a map where I pinned every place I've been. That's also performative, right? That's sort of showcasing something. Showing off in a way, or showing a hobby of yours, or showing a passion of yours. Is that performative? Having multiple copies of books. People do this. I had multiple copies of books before social media. I had the Twilight Saga in multiple languages before BookTube, because it was an interest of mine. People do collect pretty things and special editions without showing them off. I don't know, why are we getting down on people specifically for showing off books and bookish things? Why are we not putting down people with other hobbies then? Why is it always reading? And why is it always, or most of the time, women who reads, females who reads, or whoever who reads? Why is it usually like the female interests that gets put down like this? I feel myself getting stuffy, sorry. Are you also saying that like people who collect like letterbound editions of books and like old books and first editions and stuff, is that performative? Or is it just a pretty Fairy Loot Illumicrate collections? Is one better than the other? Why do you think that then? Why do you think that the first edition Shakespeare letterbound collection is better than the colorful stenciled edge bookbox collection? Maybe think about that before you start talking about how performative reading is. I'm just tired of people not being allowed to enjoy their hobbies in whatever capacity they want to. That they have to think that, oh, if I do it like this, it's gonna seem performative. It's gonna look like I'm only doing this for the aesthetics. Maybe they are. What's the wrong in that then? Maybe they are just putting their romance books on a white bookshelf with some fairy lights and decor and taking cute photos of that. And they will never touch those books. Does that matter? Why does that matter? It doesn't matter. You know another thing that's performative? Collecting kudos on Strava. Why are you putting up your runs for everyone to see and to like and give you kudos? Performative. Why are we not getting down on the running community the same way? Because it motivates people. Okay, so if I make my books look pretty and I show them off on TikTok or something and people like that, won't it motivate me to read more or to take better care of my books or annotate better or annotate more, which might be a good thing because it might make me think of a book more critically and stuff. What? Hey? I want to disclaim that I do think it is important to sort of think about what's for you and what's for social media and to make sure that whatever you're doing on social media is still for you and not for anyone else. But if you are enjoying posting your cute bookshelves, your annotated dark academia books, your special edition, hard-earned Illumicrate copy of a book, whatever, do it. Do it. Why are we gonna put people down about this? Everything is performative. Everything is performative. Running, playing music, traveling and posting about that. Having family photos on the wall is performative. It's sort of like, because that is also like, oh, look at this cute photo of my 2 kids and whatever. Everything is performative. Let people enjoy their hobbies however they want to enjoy them. Why do you care that much? It's not really hurting anyone. I'm just tired. I just wanted to rant. I just had things to say. Bottom line of this video is I want to stop reading boring books. This is probably more of a me problem than anyone else. But can we just make sure that books are more fun in the future? I don't want any boring books anymore. Make books more fun, please, for me. Thank you. Number 2 is 4 stars is not a bad rating. Stop being so darn protective of your darlings. Allow people to have different opinions than you. And the third thing is, let reading be performative then. Why is that an issue? Or let people post cute, artsy, well thought out photos and TikToks about the reading and allow them to do that. You're allowed to embrace your hobbies however you want. Why shouldn't anyone else be allowed to do that? You're allowed to post on Strava. You're allowed to post on YouTube if you're doing like a guitar cover or something. You're allowed to like dress however you want, decorate your space however you want. Like why get down on specifically reading? That doesn't make sense to me. I think that's that. I feel like I got a lot of things out in this video that I've been meaning to vent about. And I sort of felt like I managed to build it up throughout this video as well. I got a lot more passionate with time, I think. Let me know now, for real. Was anything I said a hot take, or do you agree with me? I don't feel like I'm out there with these opinions, right? I don't. I know other people share these opinions, but I just had to vent about them because they are things I've been thinking about lately or have been experiencing lately. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts regarding any of these topics and also give me some recommendations for like genuinely fun and thrilling and entertaining books because I feel like I need that now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please take care and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!